doctor. My name is Prasad Maniraj. My matric number is 171659550. So I'm going to answer how democratic problem in Malaysia is being solved by federal constitution. I got about 12 slides to talk and I will explain one by one. So let me start with the introduction. So my introduction, I will have 4 points, which is optimum regulation, strengthening democracy, keeping fundamental rights and controlling hybrid regime. So let me elaborate on that. The federal constitution allows an equal distribution of rights and responsibilities among all the citizens. Collaborative participation in political institutions ensure equal distribution of power, improve accountability and control power abuse. So on the next slide is major functions of constitutions, which we have few points. Define different government institution, equal power and function distribution, regulate relationship among the government institution, and rights and responsibilities, freedom of each citizen, equal rights before the law. So let me elaborate on that. So constitution leads on optimum regulation of the government and develop of degree a coordination across the country. It helps making a democracy effective by protecting socialism, difficulties in hybrid, combine authoratic features with define all called by resolved. On the next point, I'm going to talk about purpose of federal constitution in solving democratic problems, which I stated in few points. Guiding principles, protect traditional practices, legislative and executive power, and also elective power to citizens, prevent misuse of power, economic equality. Let me elaborate on that again. The constitution established political institution of the community along with emphasizing notions of social contract. It ensures political collectivism by allowing eligible citizens in lawmaking and thus prevent negative consequences of authoritarian leadership. And constitutional framework ensure equal rights and responsibilities to all the citizens, allow all to participate in governing the country. Freedom of task, freedom of each citizen, allow them to establish their opinion, practice in their religion and hold their own properties optimally. Equal rights are provided to each citizen, resolve policy issue in government activities such as corruption mitigation. On my next slide, I'm going to talk about political system in Malaysia. Malaysian democracy strength after the 2018 election, constitutional reforms, freedom of speech, and also federal laws are made by legislators, diversity of opinions, power distribution between federal and state governments. The federal constitution integrates foundation issues such as restriction of freedom, conscription of racial courts even in the parliament. The common people have the power elect suitable party of their choices as per performance, prevent political misuse. The federal government conducts tax regulation optimally and ensure equal economic distribution across the country. And also the electoral victory of the opposition coalition in 2018 offered an optimum opportunity to strengthen Malaysian democracy. Constitutional reforms ensure the enhancements of the independence of the judiciary along with the election commission system. Progressive reforms allow freedom of speech, allow construction amendments as per requirement. On my next slide, I'm going to talk of impact of federal constitution on maintaining democracy in Malaysia. Validity to the angle of framework, streamlining processes, each level of government have sovereignty, and also parliamentary democracy, constitutional monarchy, principles of democracy. Let me elaborate on that. The federal structure is significant to curb racial issues across the wide diversified population in Malaysia, along with providing legislative and executive powers to the federal system, also provides the most significant source of revenue. The federal constitution provides appropriate guidelines to conduct the government equally through developing the fundamental federal law, inalienable rights are provided to the individual's community to practice individual rights freely. Yeah. So on my next slide, I'm going to conclude this presentation by 3 points: constitutional supremacy, bicameral legislation, sharing of power. So to answer that, the conclusion is the federal constitution allow an equal distribution of rights and responsibilities to all the citizens. Collaborative participation in political institutions ensure equal distribution of power, improvise accountability, and control the power abuse. Thank you so much, doctor. That is my presentation. So this is my reference. Thank you so much.